Welcome today to Castro Senior Center. We're going to jump right in. We're going to jump right into the first part of our warm-up here, starting with Qigong, but let's start a little bit with this rocking motion we're going to move into. So as we move forward to the front of the foot, the back heels lift. As we move back towards the heels, the front toes lift. So rocking motion, essentially you are the rocking chair. It's quite fun. And let's see if we can really lengthen through the spine. And as we come up, feel the figure 8. You're coming in here with your energy from the ground, turning the palms over, coming back in a figure 8. And you can feel that as the exhale comes down here, the palms turn over and come through this figure 8. It's very subtle, but certainly it's the infinity symbol. So as you inhale here, come forward at the front of the feet. As you exhale, go to the back heels. And the toes will rise, and then the heels rise. It's testing our balance a bit. Our feet are in a V slightly. And the position of the hips, knees, and ankles is to be somewhat together here. So in terms of right over each other, you really want that here, but you want the toes out a little bit. Rocking motion can be done 6 times sometimes, or 9 is what's really preferred, any multiple of 9. So let's ground that now, and we'll move into a little bit of Qigong to feel some warm up here that will make sense. So as you inhale here, this is called triple burner. You're going to inhale, expanding the whole body. And then as the palms come down in this big circle, they come down through the central meridian. We say in T'ai Chi Chih that this is under the umbrella of Qigong as a practice. So I like to start with the Qigong first, these basic moves, especially this one, triple burner. 3 areas of energy are here: the head, the heart and lungs, and the abdomen. And the exhale is moving through that abdomen after you inhale here, and then exhale slowly down, bringing the energy down towards the feet. The effect of this and other Qigong warm-ups is to slow us down. Slowness, continuity, circularity, and moving from the center are our basics. And then coming from there, we go into Buddha picks up the earth. Exhaling down, inhaling through the center this time as you come up, sending the palms up this way to push the earth up into the sky. Buddha picks up the earth. And 2 more of these. See how we're already slowing down. Use your breath wisely to make it go a long way as you exhale down here. And as you inhale here, it's a lot easier. If you start your exhale right under the chin and then exhale out slowly, and anytime you need to take a new breath in, that will alter the size of your circle. Feel a thread coming up from your silver thread coming up through the back of your skull. That's lifting you up towards the heavens. And here you're dropping down those palms towards earth. Big circle. Last one of Buddha picks up the earth. That's also called circularity. You could see the circle in that. This is picking up a feather and letting it go. Inhaling over here, watch it go as you exhale and flatten the palm. And you're also shifting to the opposite side. So feel that too. The ribs here are lengthening, that side body lengthening. And then as you come down, feel the exhale and then shift over here. Inhaling that feather up, exhaling it down. I like to start personally with my lips in a straw position as I inhale and exhale the same way like you're going to whistle. Because it's really not possible to immediately, at least for me, feel the breath the way I want to eventually. By the time I get to Daughter in the Valley, I'm there, 20 minutes in. The accordion, expanding the rib cage, lengthening through the spine. Opening out, expanding the rib cage, closing it. This is called expansion. This is contraction here. It gets smaller, your rib cage does, and then you can expand it again. And now see if you can start using the Qigong breath. Just release the jaw. You'll feel the jaw drop. You'll feel the tongue at the upper palate. Beautiful. Let it go. We're now going to shake it out. Good. That's the best Qigong move I know. We're going to come into Tadasana. Tadasana is the mountain pose from yoga. It's also in Qigong. So we're lengthening through the whole spine. The palms are facing forward. The tailbone is in. You're thinking about this tummy here. You want to feel that you can expand there and contract if you like. Just testing your expansion, contraction, and making sure that you're breathing at the lung area that's open, open chest. And we'll just do a couple circles that come from Tai Chi Chuan warm-ups. Forward, up, back, and down with the elbows and the fingers. And the shoulder blades start rolling down the back as you open your chest on your exhale. And then take it the opposite direction, back, up, forward, and down. Every day is different for me. I like to just do different things. So I'm going to go from here to this, knocking at the gates, knocking at my buttocks here, waking up all the fascia, blood vessels, increasing the chi in that part of the body, and then coming up towards the kidneys. Make sure you release the back foot here as you turn so that you don't lock the foot in place. Then bring it up to the lung points here. Good. Now we're going to tap down the arm and up the arm, across the chest here, down the other arm, up that arm, and just massage a little bit upper chest, collarbones here. Little circles is good. And then sweep the energy through the arms and insides also. And the other side, your left arm. And inside. Good. And we're going to tap down now, starting from as we bend forward from the hips with a flat back. Then release the back, the spine here. Go down the insides of the legs, the calves, the thighs. Fold forward from the hips again, the back sides, all the way down and up. Good. And then let's just let it go here. Shake it out again. I think you can have fun with this and improvise a little bit what you want to do with your Qigong. This is a fun thing here to think about. If you come up here for the inhale here, and you come back down with your left hand close to the heart, you will be making a Valentine. It's exactly what we do when we get to Daughter on the Mountaintop. See, there's two mountains here, one on each side. When we come through the central trail, its shape of it is a heart shape. And your left hand is close to the heart. The outer hand is someone else. So this is a beautiful move because if you think of yourself on the inside and the other person on the outside, and you are the practitioner in this moving meditation, then you need to think, like I need to think, of moving from the heart. My heart out to your heart. Your heart is on the outside here, and my heart is on the inside. Beautiful idea, right? That's what Qigong does. It makes you see all these beautiful things. Okay, I want to do something for the fingers. We're going to come up here. We're just relaxing all the joints now, playing the piano up, playing the piano down, or sometimes called the air guitar. And if you started over here on your right, then we need to come back, ground it, and start on your left side, all the way up. That way we give a little bit of a slight spinal twist in there. It's not much, but it's something. And we're moving the fingers. So wrists, let's move the wrists, all the joints. We need to make sure they're ready. Forward and back. 3, 4, 5. And then the hips forward. Let's go to the right, back to the left and forward. So think of it like a clock. You know how in a clock, old-fashioned clock, you think 12, 9, 6, 3, or whatever way you're going, whether you're going counterclockwise or clockwise, there's 4 basic points in the clock. So think of that with this. Let's start on your left hip over here. And you're going to go back, that be here, and then side, and then forward, so that there's a sense of moving the pelvis with the lower spine through those 4 points. And then you can go back and just do a beautiful circle, but coming through those 4 points. Let's do 3 of those. This is preparing the body with circling the joints. Good. Bring the knees together. Fold forward from the hips, flat back. Take hold of the knees and circle around towards your right, to the left, and back. Side, forward, side, back. And then make a nice circle out of it that doesn't really have anything so specific. The specificity does help. And then the opposite direction. Left, forward, side, back. Good. Now, once you've done those beautiful circles for your knees, you had your feet fairly close together here, then just fold forward with a flat back. Touch your ankles. Come back up. All the way up. Open the arms out. And the palms are facing up. We're going to do the fountain. Inhale here. Bring the backs of the palms together. Fold forward, flat back. You're going to be outside your toes here. You've created some space for the body. Now inhale, open the palms. And feel the joy of being alive today. Aha! Once again, let's go over the fountain and exhale down. And inhale up slowly, open. Aha! Maybe change the pitch a little bit. One more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Aha! That's it. You want to really shake it out now? Yes. Now we'll come back to Tadasana. And we'll begin our rocking motion. See how much slower we are this time? Warm-ups are great things. Two more. Last one. Now we come to a graceful conclusion by inhaling, grounding, inhaling towards the heart and grounding as we exhale down towards the abdomen and the feet. And we'll double that coming up to the head on the inhale. That's our highest dantian, or energy center, and bringing it through the other two, the heart and lungs in the middle and the abdomen down here. And let's take it up even higher today because it's beautiful. It's been gray and then sunny, and we bring it up to the trees this time and exhale all the way down slowly. This helps our relaxation response, the slowness of that exhale. And bring it up towards the sun. Slight back bend of the upper spine and exhaling slowly down. And release. Bringing the feet in a little bit closer now. We'll begin our next move. Bird flaps its wings, which involves sinking and rising. Inhale to rise. You're still on your feet, but you're very long on the spine. Exhale to bring the toes closer to the ground. The heels lift. You sunk. Now you're going to rise. Sinking and rising, very important parts of Qigong. And T'ai Chi Chih is under the umbrella of Qigong. And you're a little bird here, learning how to fly. And on the third one, you do a wrist circle forward. And the heels are up, but you're down. Two more cycles of 3. Last cycle of 3. And back to rest slowly on the inhale. Coming to a graceful conclusion. For a bird flaps its wings. Bringing your thumbs to your hip bones and your feet out in a larger V. We're going to do the rider horse position here with the small horse between you, and your toes are out there. You're shifting sideways. The whole body, notice, moves this way, and then it moves there. It's not separating. If you think of that feather at the top of your crown of your head, and you're lifted from a clothesline, it's all going to move together. And that's what you want. You want that feeling of it all connecting over here. Once it connects over to the right, release your left heel. Around the platter is our first forward back weight shift, and you start with your left. Notice how as you move forward and back, the front leg now will bend, the back leg will straighten. Now, as you come back, the back leg will bend and the front leg straightens. So those are really important principles here. Good. Let's do the left side again, starting here. We'll do 9 times this time. Around the platter in chest high water. Two more. Last one. Inhale that foot back in and single grounding of your first side, your left side. Now shift towards that left side. Bring the right heel forward. Around the platter, right side. 9 times. Feel the circularity here. Spirals and circles, a very important part of Qigong. Last one on your right side. Around the platter really does take some grounding here. So make sure that you breathe into your energy C or your abdomen as you move. Now shifting towards your right, we come to around the platter variation, picking up a ball with your inhale, sinking it right around that area across from the heart and lungs, right there. And as you do that, you'll exhale back into the back foot. Good. Now feel the inner smile coming on. So as you inhale here, exhale there, inhale towards me, and exhale back towards your back leg, which will bend a little bit. Or we just say, letting go. One more here coming up around the platter variation, left side. Bring the left foot in. Inhale, just sink it through the earth. And shift to that side to release the opposite leg, your right leg. Around the platter variation, right side. Notice how as that right leg grounds here, the ball, the little ball that's inside the bigger ball, here's the little one, is going to ground itself as it moves back and is in polarity with the earth here. When the palms release, but they really don't drop. They stay in the same chest high water. Last one of around the platter on your right side. Bring that foot in, inhale, lengthen. and sink a little bit here so that the knees feel a little bit spongy there, but not too low. You want to still feel connected all the way here in your lower spine. So it's almost like you're sitting on a piano stool. Yeah. That's moving across the grand piano. Yeah, you're not sticking your butt out. So straight up and down here. Good. Our next move, bass drum. Left peel forward. You've already shifted your weight to the right. And now you're going to come through that inhale here and this exhale back with a very big bass drum that surrounds your body. It's almost as if you yourself are the drum. And there's the chi that's flowing between the palms in polarity. So here you might feel the inhale. And moving back, you probably feel the exhale. Using the energy sea or ocean that exists right here. As you exhale back, bring the sense of the Ming Men in. This is the expansion, this is the contraction. The Ming Men is the lower spine. It all comes together with the front. Like a wave coming to shore. Here's the expansion of the wave. Here's the contraction of it as it moves to the shore, or your Ming Men. 3 more here. There's 7, 8, and our last one on the left side. For bass drum with palms in polarity. Inhale, just sink it through the earth. Shift towards your left, which is this way. Release your right heel. Bass drum, right side. Feel the inhale, feel the exhale. Become aware of your weight shifting. The front toe releasing there, the back heel releasing there, and the glide through the middle of the weight shift. When both feet are, for a few moments, on the earth. That gliding through the middle slows us down. Last one. Bass drum comes to a graceful conclusion with a double grounding here. I like to do that on the right side and a single grounding between the left and the right. Sometimes I like to take it even higher to the highest dantian at the head on the inhale, and then slowly down like sleepwalking on the exhale. And then inhale to do a final rest on the globes of energy here, which send the energy into the feet and the earth. Palms are down, but lifted, rounded, feeling fingers, thumbs, inside the palms in polarity with the earth. Then we shift towards your right to prepare for our next moves, which are daughter on the mountaintop, followed by daughter in the valley. This is your inhale as you come up. There's 2 mountains here and an inner trail right to the center, with your left hand and mine close to the heart. And the outer hand is someone you really care about a lot. or an idea that you propose that you love. It cuts through the central meridian as the fingers themselves are up towards the heavens. And the polarity happens for a very short moment there as the palms come together and then cross with the right hand outside the left. When they cross, I feel that very deeply in my core there. Maybe you do too. You want to really begin to get connected there so that the exhale moves to the Ming Men, or the contraction, if you want to think of it that way. 8. One more here on your left side. Good. Bring that leg in. Inhale to release it into the earth. Shift towards the left. Bring your right heel forward. Daughter on the mountaintop. Left hand still the hand behind the right. As you cut the cake down the middle here, your inner thumb will be cutting right through that central meridian. Just another way to describe what this feels like here. One big circle that got cut into 2 here is what's happened. And there's an outer circle and there's an inner circle. And the inner circle is close to your heart. But the outer circle is someone you're really thinking about. 2 more. Bring the foot back in. Inhale to sink this through the earth and double ground it. And now our palms move up to just about shoulder height. We shift to the right. We bring the left heel forward. And this is daughter in the valley. You're coming down through the mountains that you just went up and coming up through the valley. And the palms are in polarity as you inhale here forward. And as you exhale back to look down from your highest mountains to where you started. Daughter in the valley. Last one of daughter in the valley on your left side. Inhale that leg back and ground the move singly. To shift towards your left and bring the right heel forward. Daughter in the valley. Inhale here. Exhale to look over the view from the tops of the 2 mountains. Three more. Don't forget to breathe as you inhale forward. Use the Qigong breath if you can Qigong breath is when you release the jaw and the tongue will be near the upper palate, but not glued to it. It's just loose face. Maybe a little inner smile right around the cheekbones here. That also helps. One more. Bring the foot in. Inhale and release. Now double ground it. The daughters have come to a graceful conclusion, and we're moving on to another move that uses side-to-side weight shifting. Carry the ball to the side. So we wander over to this right side. Drop down, feet are in rider on horse position. Wind up the hip here. Pick up your ball, a little ball that's going to be inside of a bigger circle, and release the outside left heel and shift side to side 3 times. Bring in the outside foot, your right foot. Inhale here, sink. And 2 more cycles of 3. Carry the ball to the side. Notice the sinking. Here's the rising on the inhale. Here's the sinking. And here's your third 3 times 3 move. And now we'll go back. We'll start over here and move that way, using our whole space here. Inhale, picking up your ball on your left side, bringing out your right leg, and shifting. Bring in the outside foot, inhale, and sink. And last one. Beautiful. Let's go back, just because it would be fun to really feel this like a real flow. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. That's it. Double ground it. Our next move is going to be push-pull, followed by pulling in the energy. Just release for a moment. Shift over to the right. Release the left heel. Prepare your push-pull. You'll be pushing the palms out and down. This is a circularity move. And then bringing the palms back on the inhale. Circle of the breath, exhaling first, inhaling back to the heart. 6 more. Two more. Beautiful. Release that foot back. Single grounding. Shifting towards your left. Releasing your right heel to move forward. Push, pull, or giving and receiving energy is the other name for this. Notice how your back foot needs to be at a 45-degree angle to the front. I just brought my yin leg forward a bit to make that happen. So sometimes you might have one leg shorter than the other. Then you make these modifications. It's really important so that you're as comfortable as possible with your weight shifting. As the front toes lift and as the back heels lift. Three more on your right of push-pull, or giving and receiving energy back to the heart here on the inhale. And the last one of push-pull here. A great move to do with a partner. Inhale and sink it into the earth. We'll double ground this one. The energy's rising. You can feel it. The palms maybe start to tingle, or the fingers. That's when the chi, or intrinsic energy, has been reaching the outer extremities of your body. And that's where you will feel a tingle maybe. Now pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe through the fingertips. Inhaling this time out. And then exhaling back to the back foot and to the heart here to begin again. Breathing through your nostrils now, but with the mouth slightly open. Increase your inner awareness on the shifting. Two more. Last one of pulling in the energy on your left side. Inhale and ground that side through the earth on your exhale. And we'll shift towards that left leg to release the right heel for pulling in the energy right side. From the farthest star in the universe, using a visualization. Maybe lying on your back on a dark night, looking up at the stars, asking the stars for more healthy life, or more sleep, or helping a friend, whatever you visualize here. As an intention or desire. Peace in the world, grander visions like that, you could also use that. Wishing for it. Last one of pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe through the fingertips. Inhale to sink it through the earth, double ground it. We'll take a moment to hydrate now. Make sure it's water. Basic taffy. Feeling the energy pull between the palms. Inhale here to release. The other way. Feel your energy C at work here. The abdomen's going to come in as you really pull the taffy between the palms. There's a real contraction there. And then an inhale, and then a release. Expansion. When you sink, this is where that contraction will probably be, right in there as you move across. Be sure to breathe. Basic taffy involves the palms crossing each other, but the real work is done at the core. Notice the sinking and the rising. There's the sinking. Here it's still the same. Now you rise to inhale. Sink to exhale. And we'll go back a couple of times. And last one of basic taffy. We'll double ground it here. And then sink it through the earth. As we prepare for our first variation here, which is going to be anchor taffy. You'll anchor your right foot, bring the weight over there, release the left, and you'll be pulling the taffy to go forward. And the anchor leg will stay there. It's your right leg. Then you pull the taffy to the side, returning to basic. Notice the release as you exhale here and pull that foot in on the inhale. Then that foot that was the anchor is now the front foot. I'm going to add a little more grounding in here. It's one of those needs for grounding days. And last one of anchor taffy. Beautiful. Really nice. Let's double ground that one. And our last variation is perpetual motion taffy with heel step. Left hand under. Notice how the hands keep changing, who's on top. As you shift with your heel step, the heel comes down and then the whole foot to the toes. Feel that across here. And then feel the upper hand comes down, the underhand comes up, supporting whatever leg needs it. And the leg that doesn't gets the hand going up. The leg needs it. It's a straight leg, and it's going to get the hand moving down from the top here. Perpetual motion taffy with heel step. Two more. And back to rest. Inhale and release. Double ground it. Our next move is going to be working the pulley. Your left hand will move out. Your right hand will be under the hip, and it's dominated by the hand that's forward with the leg as far as your breath. So here we go. It's a cross body move. There's your inhale with the hand coming under. Notice how you move out with the palm, and then it pulls back. With the open hand looking up. Three more. On your left. Last one. Bring the foot back in. Inhale to release. Single grounding. Preparing for the other side. Your right heel will come forward. Your left hand will be under the hip like this. And then you do your working the pulley on the right side. Notice how the hip moves back here with that inhale. And the forward hand here is guiding the breath. So basically you're exhaling forward here. That's the dominant hand and foot. You're inhaling back. A great way to do a partner's move. Two more. Last one of working the pulley. Jaw in the foot. Inhale, and we'll double ground this one. The tappies and working the pulley have come to a graceful conclusion, and we move on to light at the top of the head, light at the temple, feet in a V. Inhaling up here to bring the light, your light, to the back of the skull. The palms are facing each other. They're in polarity. Sink and rise. Hold the energy here on the inhale. And circle the palms forward with the fingertips up. 6 to 9 times. Hold the energy again on the inhale. And sink and rise. Let it go. Into the earth. And back to your heart with the left hand on the inhale. Sink it down. Light at the temples is next. Bring that light to the temples, your temple, where you think, where you speak, where you act the same. Sink and rise. Let it go on the inhale. Come back to hold the energy there, circle it. Inhale it and sink and rise. Turn the palms over, sink them into the earth. Bring the energy back to the heart on the inhale with the left hand. And release slowly. Double ground it. Our next move is joyous breath. Exhale everything out. First inhale, big breath. Sink it all out. Then come up in onto the balls of the feet. Your feet are in a V. And sink it out 4 times. Joyously. This is said to be our most yan move. Very joyous on this one. Inhale up and slowly exhale down. Double ground it. We next come to a very softer move. Passing clouds. Feet are in a V. Your right hand is here, your left hand is down. And you're going to come down as one cloud passes the other. Perhaps touching the elbow. A little bit of forward shift within this side-to-side shift. Last one. Sink it through the earth. Double ground it. Six healing sounds is next. Left hand, left foot. For the heart. For the spleen. For the liver. For the lungs. For the triple heater. For the kidneys. Repeat. Last set, 5 trees. Heel step. Heel step. Mixing the energy of yin and yang and yin, all the opposites that we worked with in this beautiful practice. Bringing your left heel to the right ankle bone. A big circle here of energy. Your left hand will be closer to the heart as you look over the window of eternity and through it. Interlacing the fingers, bringing them up overhead in gratitude. So many thousands of teachers and centuries that went into Qigong, and then T'ai Chi Chuan and T'ai Chi, so many forms. Then the work of Wen Shan Wang, who was the teacher of Justin Stone and Justin Stone's very beautiful T'ai Chi Chih, 1974. In gratitude.